Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Bonfire Knights. It's good to be back. I'm doing better, not 100%, but definitely better than I was the week prior. So, we are going to be continuing in Dark Souls 2 with Merrick, where I've done a little bit of research, just a little bit of research. In the last night, we were gathering crowns. There is one DLC that we are yet to complete, and, well, we need smelter wedges. There is one more smelter wedge that exists. However, for us, we can only get it after we beat the boss that we currently need the wedge for. So, it's not exactly a soft lock, but we've made it more difficult for Merrick. So, we're just going to have to do the fight and try and keep him away from all the additional healing that he will get. That's the plan, at the very least. Because yeah, there's one more wedge, but you don't get it until later. And that's purely just because I discovered some areas sooner than others, so I used the wedges in an order that wasn't exactly optimal. But how are you going to know that playing through for the first time? You're not, and that's where these happy mistakes happen. I say happy. I'm not exactly happy about it, but I'm sure that we'll be able to overcome it all the same. So that's what we're going to be trying to tackle first thing today. So, with that, let's get into the game. It's good to be back. It is good to be back. Okay, so right now I've made one small addition, or one small change I should say, to Merrick, where he's using Pate's shield right now. I did look at us using the Drangleic shield instead. Pate's shield doesn't have like 100% damage reduction, it's got 95, so it's still pretty good. The reason why I'm leaning towards this a little bit more is because it's a grey shield. It should have more stability, and we can actually check that. We can see if that is going to be a thing. So looking over here, all the way down, that's its durability, the weight, stability, 65. So we were looking at that against the Drangleic shield, which is 55. It's honestly not that much of a difference. Now, there are some other resistances that you get from Pate's shield. It's pretty good when it comes to dealing with magic, but the Drangleic shield is better when it comes to dealing with fire. Yeah. There is one other thing that I learnt as well, unintentionally, and I'm not going to change it, because it's something that I shouldn't know and I shouldn't have figured out, or I should have figured out somehow. The boss that we're fighting, this Fume Knight, I believe that by us having some of Velstart's gear on, it's actually advancing the fight, so it takes him further into his stages. So, yeah, there's a significant connection there. But we're going to get a move on. We are going to get underway. I do want to just double check our spells before we kind of continue. We've got our Sunlight Blade, our Great Lightning Spear. That's that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, of course we have two uses of it now. I see. That'll be why. Okay. Neat. Harold, hope you're doing well. Actually, hang on. One last second here. So because we've started using this Thorn Greatsword, I'd like to see what we're going to be using to upgrade it. I'm pretty sure it's Twinkling because it is a boss weapon. So let's see. We're not dead. We never are. Or at least if we are, it's not for long. So, Petrified Dragonbone. Okay. Wow. So look at that upgrade. From just one upgrade, that's significant. That's really, really significant. Okay, well, we've got a ton of Petrified Dragonbone. This is great. This is really, really, really good news for us. We don't have a crazy amount of souls, but yeah. Nanania, you finished Dark Souls Remastered. Excellent. Good work. I'd like to know what that name was, by the way.
If you make it back.
So I think that this is going to be one of our main weapons going forwards. I've been looking for a barbed weapon for a very, very long time. It's, you know, that ancestral kind of lineage that Madoc hails from. Unfortunately, we've used all of our soul items, so we're not going to really have anything here that will help us along there. We may end up just getting a few more souls, getting towards the boss that we're looking at. And if it looks like it's going to be too troublesome, we can always just look at grinding just a little bit to get some additional souls. Okay, so we are going to the second DLC, and I believe, that's the one that we're looking for. Lowermost floor. So at least we are close to the fight, but the idea with this is that yes, there is one of the entities that we haven't been able to dispel yet. There's some friends here. We won't summon player friends. I'm pretty sure that this is a player here. 43, I'd say that, yes, they are a player. Steelheart Ellie. So I think we will also look at getting Ellie. I know last time, though, she wasn't great from memory. Also, this will be the first time actually using the sword in a fight, so using it in a boss fight might not, be the greatest idea around, but what are you going to do? There are also two great big ash creatures that will rise up before we're actually able to get into the boss arena. But, it's fine. It's fine. We're all right. I think we probably will still get Ellie, because then that does give us a chance to maybe look at casting our blade magic. Yeah, she's just got the fists. Alright, Steelheart. Let's get ready to roll. There could be other summons around here, but I believe that I have not discovered them yet. So let's just keep on moving. We don't want to deal with the big guys. Yeah, Madoc doesn't really have the intelligence to make great choices, so what we want to do is keep the boss over on this side here. We want to keep him away from that as much as possible, because she's going to be healing him the whole time. Okay. Alright, bud. Let's see what you got. Dark Flame is what you got. Okay, so let's go get this cast. Ellie's just going to have to tank that for a little bit. Okay. And we get to work. That hurts. Oh wow, he's healing up already? Okay. We might have to get him further over this way. We're also going to see how much this does to him. 56, that's not great. There is always the possibility for this fight that we're just going to have to go back to our old weapon, because, yeah. We're not really cooking it with that. I think we're going to need our big Germ shield. Now, also, you have to keep in mind, it's been a few weeks since I've played Dark Souls, so we're gonna warm up with a boss fight, because that's always a good idea. Let's go back to our Germ shield. We're gonna go, I think, back to the mace for now. We'll see if that's going to work out for us weight-wise. It should be okay, because the greatsword is going to be quite heavy right now. That is something that I do want to look at going to eventually, but we have a fully upgraded mace here, and yeah, it's just going to be better for us. So let's also have a look at these rings. I don't think the magic is going to apply as much here. I think it's going to be flame, flame, flame. But there is the possibility that it may also be magic. It's the weird dark flame. So we could also go for dark defense. I'm not sure if we were taking dark there, but we might have been. There's this as well, but it's going to be a little bit too heavy for us, so let's just go for this ring here. Yeah. Yeah. We'll go for that. We'll go for that. And I don't know if we're going to look at getting Ellie. I think we'll try solo, and we'll see how that goes. We're just going to have to try and learn that moveset. Judging by how long it takes him to kind of get out of the ground, I think we have more than enough time to cast Sunlight Blade. Or in this case, Sunlight Morningstar. Through we go. Okay. And we really want to be as far over here as we can be. And bam. Let's go, bud. Okay. Still rocks our stamina pretty bad. Which is what this is all about. Learning that. Okay, yeah. I'll take that. But 393 damage is a lot better than what we were doing before. I was just hoping that we could actually stand our ground against him a little bit longer when it came to blocking with the Great Shield, but alas, no. Getting absolutely rocked. We do have our Baneful Bird Ring, which reduces stamina loss when blocking. We might want to have a look instead. Can we get away with not having the Royal Soldier Ring on? No, definitely not. The other one that I was going to have a look at is increasing our poise, which would be the Giant's Ring. We can do it, but we're like just over. By like the smallest margin. That's really unfortunate. We're so close to being able to afford that. Extra poise here I think will help us out. Yeah, breaking the poise isn't going to really help us. Okay, maybe not. Let's see what else we can potentially rock with here. Anything else that might help us in this fight? The Ring of Thorns is always fun, but ideally we don't get hit. That's the plan. We wait for opportunities and we get in there. Attacks greatly reduce enemy stamina. I also don't think that's going to help us here. I mean, Strength Ring could be good. Can you make... We could take off some of the armor that he hates. Potentially, but, you know.
The name I gave the last boss is Fire Lord Dummy.
Oh, thank you, Nanania. Thank you very much. I'd love that this says gain surprises. We haven't really dealt with spells too much in this fight as well. I do want to play around with this ring because I think it could be potentially useful for us. Maybe we just stick with... I mean, I'd love to take the other one. This one here, the Dispelling Ring, for some additional fire, but not for us. So let's just do Ring of Blades. Physical attack is going to be good. We could do the Strength Ring as well, but I feel like that's going to do us here. Sometimes deflect spells. Yeah, you don't rely on it to do that for you. We need to be a little bit cautious because as we become more hollow here, we are going to be taking... well, we're not going to have as much health to take damage. So I think we're going to go for the same kind of plan, just not run towards him this time. Or alternatively, we cast this really quickly, we try and get an attack or two, and then get out. I think we might be able to get one attack here, maybe? Nope, not in range. Okay, so we need to get our stamina back, and fast. Okay, so he's got pretty good reach on that weapon of his. So the main thing that I'm going to try and do in this round here is try and learn this moveset just a little bit. Okay, so we can punish a little bit after that. Same thing with that as well. I was worried that the backswing might get us there, but alas, we're okay. Well, not really. Okay, whew, just outranged him there. Okay, that's a little bit different. So I think his sword being on fire is the thing that we're actually accelerating by wearing this armor. So, maybe not the smartest move of ours, but like I said, I shouldn't have known it, so I'm not going to change it. Oh, damn. Okay, so I do think it's possible for us to do it, even with the additional healing coming in there. We might be able to even do it if we have our friend with us, but the issue with her is that she may end up pulling him over towards the other side, potentially. At some stage or another, we're going to have to use an effigy because we're going to be losing more and more health here. So I think we'll try this one with a friend, and we'll see how that looks for us. Oh. Yeah, I should have waited there. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, but we'll get her in. We'll head straight for the gate. Yeah, the main thing here is that there is no run back. It is one of the fastest returns to boss that we have had in this game so far, which I am very, very, very happy about. Yeah, so I think theoretically, if we weren't wearing this equipment, he would stay with the two weapons for longer. Wow, that's fast. Okay, Ellie, bring him over here, please. Really need to get stamina back here. Okay, that's going to be some big AoE attack. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, we actually managed to kind of stun him for a moment there. So we're back up. Alright, Ellie's not going to be around for much longer here, unfortunately, for us. Thank you for your service. And we're out of Sunlight Blade time, unfortunately. Okay. You, sir, have a spin around. That's fine. So we've got more than enough resources to be able to make this last as well. More than enough juice in the tank. We'll try and do this one solo. The Sunlight Blade definitely makes a difference. Yeah, because he doesn't actually summon right away. So I think we can do this. And then just get in. Hit him with a good few attacks. You know. Yeah, and then he's gonna... Okay. That's how we do a little start. Let's get that stamina back. Alright. Attack me, please. I'm just going to try and go really... Oh, damn. I always miss that little delay. Oh, this is unfortunate. Let's try and heal real quick. Yeah, I was too early on that. Too early on a few of the attacks here. Getting there. We're getting there. We're learning it. Sooner or later, We're gonna get you, sir. The main thing is just not dodging too early, especially on that big stab. Let's actually go two-handed here if we can. There we go. Alright, that's that. We're far enough away. Come on, lad. There we go. I was a little early, but it still worked out. There it goes again. And again too early. Man. I think I'm just not used to some of the attacks being slower than normal. Amelie is doing very well, thank you, Nadania. She is fast asleep this morning. Okay, well, it's not a great looking HP pool, but we can make it work. Actually, you know what? I think I will chuck the Stark Ring on and see if it makes a difference when it comes to blocking. Experimentation. I do think the biggest limitation in this boss fight is the arena itself. Not being able to use the whole thing is certainly tough. One more attack in. That was a little greedy of me. Alright, let's go. Oh, damn it. Oh, man. He just tears through our health. So generally that attack combo is going to be a 1-2, but if we are in close range while he's doing that, he has the opportunity to do that kind of backswing on us. So we've got 3 of these little cherry blossoms here. I'm just trying to think what else I can potentially take. We might just eat that here. We're going to rest first. And then we're going to go and summon. We're going to try it with Ellie again. Because it worked out pretty well for us the first time. I think we need to make use as much of possible, her being there, like right at the start. Crimson Water, we've got you going for us as well. We've got a few different options here. The stuff that we can use. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that green blossom just before we go in. Actually, here's the thing. I think we can go in as long as we don't approach. The boss doesn't actually activate. So we can stand here. We can use our blossom. We can go back to that. We can cast our Sunlight Blade. Alright, and then we can approach. And as we can see, takes a lot more damage, huh? Okay, Ellie, bring him over here, please. Do not let him heal. Oh, Ellie! Oh, no. Okay, good, she's heading back on over here. But unfortunately, all of that damage we did is now undone. We'll get it back, though. We'll get it back. Okay, focus her. Come on, what are you doing? Why are you going over there? This is not great. Ah, damn it. Okay. We're getting body blocked now. I think that might be over. Yep. No, I think we're gonna have to do it by ourselves. We can see that his armor is very similar to Velstart's. And you know, there is always the possibility, because of our already disadvantage here, that maybe we do swap the armor around, but we're going to give it another shot before then. You know, I'll place restrictions on myself up to a point. All right. All right, then we turn to run away. Oh, okay, that's unfortunate. We can actually kind of dodge that one. Yeah, we really need to heal. I'm just going to hope that we can tank whatever he throws at us. Whoa, just... Again? Brother, come on. We're gonna run out of blade here soon. I thought he was gonna do that third swing then. Oh, God, the range. Whew. Okay, we just need to dodge this if we can. Oh, it homes. Cool. Fun. Fun. God damn it. Okay, that's fine. Nah, that's all right. Guess that's okay then. I'm trying to think of other approaches that we can potentially take here. I mean, for sure, we can look at just mixing things up here a little bit, you know? So, what other options do we have leg-wise? I mean, the thing is, it's all fully upgraded, so it's going to be really, really good. The Velsstart set. But yes, for science, we will see. Honestly, the Drakeblood legs are pretty good. They are heavier, but we can manage that with our current setup. Oh, we are inside someone else right now. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the set for us. We'll just go through. We'll just double check everything here. Yeah. Drakeblood it is. And they actually look pretty good as well. I think that this helm is still going to be the best for us. 118 is going to be very difficult to beat. I don't think we're going to have anything that's going to be close to that. No. Because it's also slightly upgraded as well. So we'll see what impact that has on the fight here. We could potentially even chuck the other ring on, the fire one. Have double fire. Am I being chased right now? Yes, I am. Okay. So we might actually be able to put it on here. Let's see. So let's go. Where are you? Here. Yup, the Dispelling Ring. We have enough to be able to get that on. It also does dark as well, so it's kind of covering our bases. Okay, so one green blossom left. We'll do it. And then we'll get that Sunlight Blade up and active. Here we go. Oh, I forgot. Well, that actually worked out for us, huh? Okay, so we'll do our best to learn this set. I like that he's not, you know, massive flame sword yet. That is actually kind of good for us. Still hits like a tank. Oof, that's not good. Back up. Alright, he is leveling up now. Too early, Rycon. Okay. It's better-ish. It's better-ish. I think the biggest problem that we have is we just can't take a hit. We may be able to do better by having our gear more focused on resisting fire, but I feel like there's also a considerable amount of dark that is there as well. But going through the rest of our armor, we'll see if we have anything that really makes a difference when it comes to flame, but it's not looking great. It's not looking great. Yeah, the Forlorn set's the best for dealing with fire. And many other things. It's just got great resistances on it in general. And of course, that is the chest piece. The legs, one, they don't look good. But also, I don't think that they're very good when it comes to resistances. No, they're really not. The charred Lois leggings are a little bit better. But that's only a little bit. We're talking small margins of protection here. Realistically, we just can't afford to get hit. Like, at all. This is the best shield that we have for fire resistance, but as we can see, it's not blocking out everything. So is there a great shield? That is somewhere in between. The Drake Keeper is just good in general. Its dark is better. Obviously, it's not as much flame resistance, but I feel like overall that might work for us. We're gonna try this one more time, I think, before we pivot and look at trying to upgrade that sword of ours. We are gonna summon Ellie as well, and we'll see how we fare. All right. Let's go. Don't fight that big guy, please. Okay. Sunlight blade time. Now we need to keep in mind, we can't just keep on attacking. We can get quite a few attacks in here. I'm going to go with 3 attacks. Wow. Still got a lot of health there, bud. Let's keep you over this side. Okay. Let's hope that Ellie can keep you. Damn it. We got stun locked. Okay, you're just out of our step. I was really hoping that he was just going to start powering up then. That was my gamble. It wasn't a great gamble. Okay. Alright, we need to heal. He's doing his thing. Okay, I feel like the block that we're getting here is better. Well, shit, she managed to stun him. Yeah, that block's a lot better. I'm liking it. Okay, we do not have our weapon any longer. Man. I swear the reach on that's gotten bigger, buddy. Well, it's certainly closer, but it's not close enough for my liking for it to be consistent. There is the possibility that we just power through and get it done. But I think we need to take another approach, another route. So, we are going to be upgrading our sword further. But to do that, we are going to need souls. So we're going to have to try and see if we can track down some pretty big souls. And I think, honestly, one of the best places for us to get souls is somewhere that we were in the last session, which is dealing with those really big giants down below in the Black Gulch. So we'll see if we can manage that okay. So let's go back to Volstart's leggings. Obviously, we're going to have to mix things around here a little bit, which we shall do. In terms of rings here, I think we're just going to go for steel protection. It's a decent one for us. And I don't know if we're going to be going for a great shield. I know I was going with Pates. We could probably still have a look at doing that, just for the extra stability. But then again, it's not a crazy amount more. I'd love to be able to use the Drake Keepers, but here we are. But I think that's the setup for the moment. So, let us go somewhere else for a while. Black Gulch is what we're after. We still don't have that other bonfire. That's fine. Okay. Now, I just need to remember the easiest way to get towards them. Actually, no, we need somewhere maybe a little bit more consistent, somewhere that's like by a bonfire where we can just reset enemies very, very easily. So let's have a think about that. I'm just trying to consider where we might have enemies that have decently large souls for us to be able to gather. Honestly, the Iron Passage probably isn't a terrible idea. One of the reasons why, we can just use the feather to go back to the bonfire after kind of clearing the path along the way. We'll see how much we get from them. So this is obviously from the first DLC. Yes. Yes. Right. Let's go equip the feather. And let's have a look. I need to remember the way. So I also need to consider whether or not we want to use the this weapon here. I'm kind of tempted for us to go along the back route here. So have a look at doing that. So obviously the gates are going to open up. It's going to be a little crazy for a bit here. Oh, okay. We didn't get through. That's fine. That's going to happen. I think what we'll do is we'll open the gates and we'll just let them flood at us. Because they're still enemies and we need enemies for souls. We can always open it up again afterwards if we want to try and get to the other ones that are further in. And hey, it's a good opportunity to learn this weapon style. Merrick is really having a day, isn't he? Alright, bud, let's go. Okay, 4 to take you out. Let's just do a little bit of that. Okay. So it doesn't seem to do a consistent... Oh, okay, I guess if we can catch them swinging, it kind of counts as a counter. We're not getting a crazy amount of souls from them either. You done? There we go. We'll just get that back. So we want to do that again, if we can. We flipped it once. Ah, yeah, it won't let you flip it again. That's fine. We'll continue down here because there are some big enemies that are along the way. Let's just go bring you over here first. We'll take that. Charcoal. And we'll just lure them out. Over here, mate. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, so we're not going to need a crazy amount of souls to be able to upgrade our weapon. Oh, okay. We got the backstab, but didn't. That's fine. We've been slowed. Because there's a cleric there. Oh, that was not enough. And the souls are down there anyway. That's fine. Thank you. Let's go again. So we don't necessarily need to concern ourselves with clearing it out. If we do, great. But it's all about just getting those sweet, sweet souls. And trying not to die too quickly, you know. Alright, let's get that next one. Come on, let's go. Hopefully the cleric doesn't show up right away. Now we could make this process a little bit easier by casting Sunlight Blade, which we'll probably look at doing when we're taking on the big guy down below, if we kind of get to that point. Alright, cleric, let's go. Yeah, so it seems like we don't actually do a crazy amount of damage with this, unless we hit it under, like, very specific circumstances, so like just after they've taken a swing, that kind of thing. Ow. You can also see that our weapon's nearly completely broken. We need to be very careful with using those... Damn it, these backstabs are not landing today, huh? You got a lot of health. Let's try and get that backstab on you. Maybe? No? Okay. Well, I'd like to be able to heal, ideally. Let's try. Alright, we got lucky. Thank you. Thank you. We're just going to drop down here. There is an enemy right here, though, so we might be in a spot of trouble. Let's just heal if we can. There we go. Okay. Now, there's a whole lot of fun waiting for us. We may just try and make our way to the next section. Let's try that. We are going to get slowed along the way, potentially. Yep, we have been slowed. That's fine. Now, if they want to follow us, I'm okay with that. We will face them. Let's just see what our spellcaster does over here. I think this blade may break before we're done here, unfortunately. Oh my god, they just did a full heal. Of course they did. Ow, that's a huge arrow that just hit us. Oh, great. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, so here's what we do this time. This whole area is just a nightmare. So we're just going to run through. We're going to grab those souls. We're going to go to the boss area, and we'll probably port out. So let's just get that ready, so we can grab and go. Oh, we just lose everything. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. This is not the area for it. My god. And you know, I think in the purpose of speed, using a more upgraded weapon is going to be faster. It's fine. It's fine. Yep. I forgot how much I hated this area. There are plenty of other places more deserving of our time and our energy. Now, generally speaking, the further along we go, the more souls enemies are going to have to give us. So going off of that, I'm trying to imagine where the best place for us to go would be. While I hate it, the Shrine of Amana might not be terrible for us, potentially. We'll see. We'll go to the Crumbled Ruins and we'll look from there. Because we do have some big enemies that can potentially give us just a little bit more. But of course, we need to be wary of the casters. Alright, we got our big guy over here. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to have that selected. Let's just top off. Oh, I forgot about you. Forgot about you. Did we get a lot of souls from, because that's like Hyde's Tower of Flame. That's right near the start. Ow. Hey, can we not do that all at the same time? That'd be great. And that might be something that we look at, though. I want to see how much we get from the big boy over there, and then we'll look at other areas. You know, we're going to get jumped from this angle. Oh. There's our mate in the water there. I wonder how much we'd get from you. Suppose we could have a gander, couldn't we? Let's go put Sunlight Blade on first. And then we'll chuck some Great Lightning Spears their way. Hello, can I lock onto you? No? Okay, can I just throw this at you? I can. You take a lot of damage. You sure do. That's some good range, my friend. There's another caster just to the side of us as well. Alright, what do you got for us? 2,700, not bad. And a Titanite slab. Good sir. Wonderful. That's what we like to see. Ow. Tickles. Now that really tracks around corners. Damn magic missile. Let's also not roll off of the edges. That's something that we need to watch out for here. Okay. We'll deal with these ones before... Well, I say that. We'll try and deal with these ones before we deal with the big boy. We might not have much choice in that matter. We'll try and have a choice about it. Thank you. Hello. Now, you just back off. Yeah, you go back over there. We're going to kill that one around the corner, and then we're going to come and kill you. Or, you know, try. Okay. Now we do this. Hello. Hey, bud. So we don't want to get chomped here, ideally. To, yep, let you do your little fall down. Ow. Wow, that staggers us for a really long time. Okay. Forgot we'd take damage from that. There's a guy hiding in the water over there. Of course there is. Okay, let's fight on land. This is going to be a little bit better for us. 3. There we go. What do you got for us? Okay, decent. It's not a bad place for us to be able to get souls, but yeah, I think that there are some other locations that we can potentially look at as well. Let's go back to the bonfire. Let's upgrade that weapon to begin with. All right. Back to Majula. And yeah, we'll see how much the old knights give us.
Bearer of the curtain.
Actually, we don't want to level up. Sorry, Herald. We're here to work on our blade. Buddy, pal. Let's go do some reinforcing. So, we are looking for this, our Thorn Greatsword. We have more than enough Petrified Dragonbone to be able to do this. It's just a matter of whether or not we have enough souls. And that's it. That's fully upgraded. +5 is the best that I think we're going to be able to get for that weapon. Because it is considered to be a boss weapon. Which is why I think we were seeing it scale faster as well. So let's have a look at you then and see how you compare. So we're looking at 198, 132, and apparently there's some bleed there as well. But, you know, I feel like that's a lie. And where are you? Here, 210. 210, not bad, and 80 for the kind of lightning damage that's on it. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good weapon. So we're seeing how it compares against what we are using currently. You can see poise damage is going to be higher, slightly higher, because it's a greatsword. The lightning attack is not as good, but that's also because it's not imbued with anything right now. So if we went and turned this into a lightning weapon, it may potentially do more for us. So that is something that we can look at doing. We're going to need a little bit more in the way of souls before we do that, though. So, maybe we actually still stick with the mace just for a little bit longer here, because the mace is going to be good with what we attempt now, which is going to be traveling to... We could go from the Cathedral Blue. Let's just see Hyde's Tower of Flame. And we'll see what we get from them, because they should be pretty quick for us to kill at this stage. And there's enough of them around. Hello, bud. Oh, I forgot about the other one. I mean, 400, it's not a lot, but it's very quick for us to get that. We should get more from you. 600. Thank you. Old Knight leggings. And if we're missing any of the Old Knight set, we can get it here as well. The Old Knight set is going to be very, very good, but very, very heavy. Because obviously, they're made for these big old knights. The other thing about them as well is that while their swings look kind of crazy powerful, we can tank them super easy with the shield. And it barely touches our stamina. Or we can just duck under them, you know? A far faster, more reliable way for us to earn souls. Okay. Alright, what are we going to do here? Who's going to attack first? I'd like that Hyde Knight to come and say hello. There we go. Hello, big boy. Quick 1-2. Now this is going to be a little bit more challenging. But we should be able to kill them pretty quick. There we go. And yeah, we don't actually take that much damage from them either. What do you got? Cracked blue eye orb. And then we've just got one more Hyde Knight over here. And one big one as well. Down with you. Oh, the third swing. Cool, so one little run there, it very quickly gives us 5,000 souls. Not bad. Obviously we need a lot more to be able to level up. I just want to have some in the bank right now, because we need to be able to upgrade our weapon, which we are going to do now. So, let's go travel. Actually, let's go to Strayed Cell first, because it has been a little while since we visited him. It's good to say hello, check in, see how he's doing. Hey, buddy. Okay, let's see. Do you have anything new for us? Okay, we can get the Smelter Sword again, if we wanted to. We could have 2 of those. There's also Repel, the Giant Lord's Soul. We're not going to really bother about getting any of that right now, I think. Yeah. Alright. We'll leave you be. We have our other friend that's here that we're going to want to talk to. Our blacksmith. now we get to choose what we want to imbue our sword with. It's more than likely going to be lightning, because getting it to scale with faith is good for us. Flame, dear flame. So, infuse. Let's see here. Thorned Greatsword. Now, this is as it is currently. Oh, this is Faint Stone. Magic. Okay, right. But we could imbue it with lightning. So that's going to be 112. We can also potentially do flame. But as you can see, it splits the damage out more than I would like. And it doesn't really have any kind of decent scaling. Looking down the bottom, we've got C, D, C, C, C. Whereas here, that's going to make it be scaling with faith. So we're going to get a little bit more out of it. But continuing along, we can see some of the other things that are here as well. That's going to make it dark. That's going to make it poison. Honestly, poison might not be a terrible idea, because we can see still that it's scaling with faith predominantly. Maybe we mess around with poison a little bit, because bleed really hasn't done anything for us at all. I'm kind of tempted to make this a poison sword, because it does still have a little bit of lightning associated with it, but let's trial it out and see how that fares. Okay, so we will go back to our new weapon to trial it out. Poison Thorned Greatsword. Poison Thorns, that's just fun. I like it. Decent. But of course we are going to have to go for a slightly lighter shield for us to be able to use that, so let's go for our Dranglaic shield. And I think I will choose that over Pate's. Hello. Let's just trial it out on some of the enemies that are here. I mean, obviously it's going to be over kind of quickly for them. It's a very fast swing. If only the pursuer was still here. Alas. Alas. So for us to actually get levels at this stage of the game, it's going to take quite a bit for us to be able to do that. I'm thinking with the kind of the boss battle, I think it might still be worthwhile us wearing the armor that we're wearing to have him go into that second stage, because I think if we just absolutely just hit him with as much as we possibly can, we might be able to even get him poisoned at the start as well, which would definitely help us out. I think we can maybe give it a shot, especially with the weapon upgraded now. This is going to be a trial, and yet again, if it doesn't work, that's okay. We'll just carry on. We will do this one. Oh man, I'm trying to decide if we want to do it solo or not. I think regardless we need to use an effigy here, because our health is low enough that it's going to be bad if we don't. Who else do we have here? Entropy and Herc. Yeah, we could summon others, but that's not something that we've done in any of these playthroughs, and it's not something that we're going to do yet. We will learn, we will grow, it's what we do. We will also rest before we do anything else. There we go. I'm also trying to think if there's any other spells that we can attune, because I really haven't been utilizing Great Lightning Spear in this fight, because I don't think it's going to be that useful. In saying that, I don't know for certain. I haven't tried to cast it at him, and maybe that's something that we do. So we will get Ellie this time, because I can try and cast that from afar. Yeah, okay. Let's give this thing a go. Oh boy. But yeah, we go in, we cast our Sunlight Blade, and then we just go attack him as much as we can. Try and see if we can get a poison stack on him. Here we go, folks. Oh boy, that's not... Alright, let's try this out. 35 freaking damage. I despise that spell. Despise that spell. 39 damage. Okay. So on second thought, we go in hollow, okay? Hear me out. Hear me out. We go in hollow and we change up our equipment loadout. We try that. So we actually did pick up those old knight leggings. I don't know if we had some before. They are probably the heaviest set that we have. I think that they're going to be like the next best thing that we have. I don't even know if we chipped the paint there, you know? Oh, Dranglaic leggings and stuff like that, they're still way better. Okay. Yeah, the Drake Blood, that's good. That's good. Gauntlets of the Forlorn, we're ready to roll. Speaking of rolling, we still will be able to roll, even if we have this shield. No, we can't. Damn. Maybe we can. What if we take that ring off? Ain't no good. Ain't no good. That's fine. I would like to wear that ring. And so let's go change this out for that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So actually, yes, going off of that. Let's get rid of Lightning Spear because it's useless. And let's see if we can use something else that could be good. Resplendent Life is really good, but we need to have multiple uses of it for it to actually be useful. So let's see. Solar Peas, that's not going to help us here. Would be good if it could. Replenishment is just like a very, very slow heal over time. Look, we can probably do that. We do get that little bit of prep time before we go in. Or before the fight actually starts. I'm going to be intrigued to see if we can actually poison him with this weapon. Because that would be cool. Poison is a very, very useful tool. When it works. I also wouldn't mind getting those souls back, but we're not going to die just chasing them. So we need to remember that we can only get in a few attacks. And then we need to run away. Two. Oh, a little dodgy, huh? Big swing, okay. Ow. Ow, you can just keep doing that attack, huh? Yeah, I turn my back to thee! No, we don't. No, we don't. That's not a good idea. So the Fume Knight still has us stumped. Man. Not giving up just yet. Entered the exact same time as our friend there. Replenishment was still put on, but it's not going to do much of anything. Damn it. Yeah. I feel like he shouldn't be as difficult as I'm finding him right now. But for whatever reason, it's just the perfect combination of needing to keep him away from the caster and the fact that he hits like a truck. It's just doing us in. I also don't think the sword does as much as I would like it to against him, but that's how it's going to be. The fruit basket option might be the way to go. You are right, but unfortunately, there is no way for us to move through the DLC until we beat him. So I am going to have to try and pivot to try and see if there is something else that we can complete, so that we might have the opportunity to get stronger and then return. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. So let's have a look. Go back to Velstart's legs. Chuck him on. And I'm just intrigued to see if we can actually fit anything better. No, we'll stick with what we've got for now. But yeah, I guess the next question is where to from here? Or who? Who do we want to face next? Let's go back to Majula first of all. We're not going to be able to get those souls that are in there. That's totally fine. I'm okay with that. What a toughie. What a toughie. So, to recap where we are at right now, we've collected a number of crowns. We were told specifically to go seek out Vendrick, which we have done. We may be able to return to Drangleic Castle and speak to the regent that is ruling in his stead. That is entirely possible. We also freed the person that was at the top of the tower as well. There's one bonfire that we haven't unlocked here either. Let's go to the central castle bonfire. And we will go try and see if we can find our way. We're just going to have to remain hollow for the moment. So I think, from memory, we are continuing on through here. Let's just trying to remember what is the correct way. Oh, hello there. Maybe not this way. Okay, no, so this leads out. That's what led us into the path away from here. The path that Vendrick fled on. Yeah, very, very reassuring to see Help Me All is lost. Hey, I get the feeling. I get the feeling. That's a heck of a fireball. Hey, do you want to maybe let me get off the ground here? Thank you. okay, we'll get them eventually. Hey, we actually had our poison go off there. We can see when it takes effect. Take that dragon charm, thank you. We can hear someone's moving around above us. Oh, and we got ghosts as well. Always forget about you. Yes, it is a door. Correct. Hello, lad. One more. There we go. Brave but not bright does really sum up Mayrick. Ow. Let's just try and finish this one off. Oh, okay, I was hoping I could do a little bit of an about turn there, but no. I actually don't think we're getting anything out of here other than just killing these big guys. I will check underneath the stairs though. Because again, it's been a little while since we've been here, remembering the passages, the ways, and whatnot. No. Hey, bud. We'll fight you, don't worry, we'll fight you. Let's go. Any luck, any item? No. That's fine. That is fine. So, not for us then. At least not that route. I think we might actually have to backtrack from where we were. I'll take that. Oh, you're nearly dead. Hi. It's a gargoyle, okay. Forgot you were up here. Damn. Don't mind if I do. You're just gonna stay up there, huh? Okay. Alright, so we'll go back to the bonfire. Different route. Oh, right here. Oh! And Navlan's here, and she isn't. Well, Navlan, let's do this. Where are you hiding, Navlan? There you are. Alright. Let's just slam him with that. Damn, that hurts him. Alright, that will hurt us, so let's just back off around the corner. Navlan. Oof. Okay. Big swirl. Navlan, be gone. Alright. But yes, the Queen, Nashandra, right, is not here. She's gone. Abandoned her post. And Navlan was waiting for us here. Okay. Now I just need to figure out where to from there. Let's actually head back briefly and talk to the Herald. I suppose we can also go try and seek out Aldia again.
Bearer of the curse, I will always be at your side until hope has fully withered. For when the undead die, not all undead are hollows, but all.
Nothing really new for us there. So then, let's see. So Aldia is at the end of the Dragon Shrine. We should theoretically still be able to make it up towards him to talk. I believe his cronies won't attack us. But you know, things could have changed. I mean, the big knights will, but the others standing guard here won't. Ow. That's also a good potential source of souls for us, is fighting them. With our mace more than anything. I want to go through that door, thank you, I believe. Oh, that terrified me. Hi there. Let's see if you have anything different for us. No? Nothing? Nothing? Fine. Alright. Back to the bonfire then. Now, yeah, we could potentially have a look at trying to get a little bit of soulage from the big guys here. Let's just have a look and see how much we could expect to get from them. We're also probably going to have to just take off this ring. That'll do it. We'll just leave it off for now. We will rest, though, briefly, just to get some of this health back. Hello there. What are you giving us? 1900. I'll take it. I will take it. We're not going to fight the others. Thankful thing about them, for whatever reason, is that they've got like no ability to break poise, at least on us, so we can kind of just chunk. They do a lot of damage to us. They just do not seem to be able to do any stamina damage to us at all, which is strange considering how big their weapons look. So I think this was the last one, so we've got 3 of them that we can face here. We just need to make sure that we get our thing up in time. There we go. Not bad. And then it's just a little bit of rinse and repeat. But in saying that, it is also a little bit of a grind. I am not one to want to grind during streams, so I don't think that's something that we are going to do. What I am going to do right now is just take a quick little break, little 5-10 minute break, and then I will be back and we're going to pick our direction from that point. Bashing our head against the wall with the DLC probably isn't going to be the move, I think. I still think that there's a possibility that this mace might be the way to do it, just because we are still dealing with a armored boss foe, but we'll see. We'll see. Either way, I will be back in a moment or two. Don't go anywhere. I shall return. I'll see you all in just a moment. And I have returned. So, I think we're going to give it another shot. Because, here's the thing. I want us to have completed all the DLCs by the time we finish the game. And we're pretty close to finishing. There is the strong possibility that we could finish today, but it all depends on how it goes in this coming fight. We're still a ways off being able to actually level up. I don't think that's going to happen. Not without us grinding for a fair bit. I think us going in without Velstart's equipment is the right call still. So we're going to be going with our alternate armor setup, just because that's going to be far, far, far better for us. And we'll go back to our traditional helm as well. There. Looking good. We'll go for this shield because, yep, that is actually going to make a bit of a difference for us. And we did seem to stagger him when we had our friend there, so we'll take our poise ring to hopefully reduce that. Make him break easier, you know? As for other items that could potentially help us out here, honestly, difficult to know for certain. Restores HP for a long period of time. Stuff like that could be useful for us to apply near the start of the fight. Also, you know, balms. Getting additional strength or additional faith. I don't know if you can have one balm active at a time or if you can have a few. Honestly, I think we go for it all. Yeah. That's the plan. We are going to take an effigy. I think having Ellie there still does make a difference. We'll give it a shot. The best shot we can. And yeah, I guess the best thing about this is it is close at least. It is close. But this isn't the last boss of the DLC. There's still another boss that comes after this. But I feel like we're going to have more trouble with this boss than the final. So, Ellie, let's get you summoned. We'll do all of our battle prep stuff once we actually get in there. And we'll see how we fare. It is an easy commute. You're right. You're right, Doctor. You're right. Okay, let's get that replenishment active first of all. Let's also just change to this. Whoops, not what we want to do. Looks like Ellie is here. Good. We'll go and use you. Oh, okay, I guess you can only have one of those effects active at a time. So as it goes for these things here, let's try and use strength first of all, and then we'll see if we can use the faithful one as well, but it may be a similar situation. No, we can use both at the same time. Sweet. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. Sunlight Blade. Here we go. Nanania, thanks for being here. Rest up, be well. Now, of course, Ellie, we really need to make sure that our friend stays over this side. Oh, he's blocking. There we go. Poise is broken. Briefly. Okay. There comes the power-up. Oh. Just got to get better at dodging later with that. Of course, he's still focused on me. Hey, we even got our souls back. Oh no, we need to get him over this side. Damn it. Wow, that was a lot of damage. We're doing good though. We are doing good. We just really need him to stay over here. Come on, you bastard. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, that's good. Ellie is vanquished. Crap. Just breaks our stamina, huh? Too early, Rycon, too early. Too late. Oh man, we can do this though. We can definitely do this. It is entirely possible. Oh. The question though is, are we going to have enough effigies to be able to do it? That's the main thing. Or alternatively, do we just try and do it solo? Obviously, Ellie made a massive difference there, because we were able to get a lot of attacks in. At the same time, I think maybe we just alternate it. We go back and forth. Okay. I think those additional items did make a difference. We've been stacking them up for a long time, so I think it's a good idea that we are actually starting to utilize them now. Okay. So, let's see then. Yeah, because we've got a lot of these right now. More than enough for us to be able to use. We're not going to worry about bleed and stuff like that because I just don't think it's going to take. Let's get our Sunlight Blade. I also... we'll get replenished. Why not? We're here. Sure. Grab you along the way. And then we just get back. Ow. Yeah, he's got some combos on him. That's bad. Yeah, that greatsword just carves straight through our block. Any kind of block that we've got, it's gone. That sword defense seems to be heating up as well. That still hit me. Okay. Alright, lost our blade. No, I think we'll keep Ellie there. Too difficult to get those heal windows because we don't have very far that we can run to be able to get them off. Because we only have half of the arena. So, 6 effigies. 6 attempts. And obviously, it's not great that we're going through as many effigies as we are, because we need them for other things, other fights to come. Here we go. Yeah, fruit basket ain't it, unfortunately. If only, if only. So I think we'll apply our effects and then we'll do our thing after the fact. Our lightning blade. Over here, over here, over here. Please get away. I see, he's back to full health. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Ellie, thank you. Damn, the reach on that. Okay, she's doing a good job. Okay, I'm gonna recast Sunlight Blade now. Oh, wow, okay. Sure, just go straight for me, why don't you? God damn it. The timing was rather bad on that. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Come on, here we go. Need to get back in there. Brother, I had not attacked you yet. So lucky. Damn it, man. I hate how wide that swing is. Come on. Oh, too early. Oh, man. Far out. Oh no, I'm out. I'm out. Oh boy. I think that might be it. Yeah, damn it. Oh, close, but we ran out of Estus. There were other healing items that we had, but unfortunately all of them just take too long. Ah, what a frustrating boss. Do we have herbs to try something? Yeah, so unfortunately the bolt that we do have only does 35 damage, even with our faith completely maxed out. He doesn't have resistances from what we've seen based upon our mace, our Morning Star. So I don't understand why it's just such a useless spell. Because it does make things so much harder for us. Just trying to think of options here. Because we're close, but we're not close enough. Well, the fire I feel like wouldn't work against him either, specifically because he is fire-based. So it means that he probably has some pretty significant fire resistances. That's why I still think that the Morning Star is the best weapon for us to be using here. But, yeah. The only other thing that we have is the... And I think we'll chuck it on. Why the hell not at this stage? Emit Force is the only other thing. But, like, let's see. So Emit Force requires you to have 20 faith to be able to use. The lightning bolt that we were using requires us to have 42 faith to be able to use it. Great Lightning Spear. And it does 35 damage. You only get 3 castings of it. This is also not going to be that useful as well. You get you get 2 castings of it, but requires 40 faith to be able to use. Faith is not carrying us. Oh yeah, his crossbow would do more damage. Yeah, faith is really not working for us. And going off of that, maybe we can do something about that. You know? Maybe there is something that we can do about that. Maybe now is the moment where Merrick loses faith. Because there is something that we can do. I don't know if we need to have the souls necessary to be able to do it.
Still determined as ever, I see. Do you wish to start all over again?
Reallocate points. We have an item, a soul vessel. All the souls that we've gathered so far, we can reallocate. I think it's done.
No, of course not. Now go along.
So, if we go back to this, did that work? Did that... I don't know. I don't know if I did that right. Because, yeah, our strength is still the same, our faith is still the same. Okay, no, maybe I didn't do that right. Reallocate points, give soul vessel, yes. Ah, there we go. Okay, so, yeah. As you can see, we can reallocate from this position. You can, oh wow, okay, I didn't realize we could do that. You could just put them all into that. No, we're not going to do that. I was just saying. Okay, so let's see where the faith starts off. Faith starts off at 6. Not super high. Obviously, strength is something that we do utilize. Something that we've really underutilized is vigor. I think we need to have far more vigor than we have. So I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to look at taking the faith that we do have and redistributing it into our standard stats. I don't think we're going to be going specifically for any build here, dark or otherwise. I think we are just going to be relying on our strength, perhaps our strength alone. The alternative is that we do look at hexes. The thing with hexes though is that it does require us to use intelligence and also faith. So it's like it's a bit of both for us to be able to utilize those fully. That might be something that we want to try and do. At the same time, as I was saying, maybe we go big into strength and we start to utilize far heavier weapons. I think regardless, we're going to get our strength up to where it was before, and maybe even to 50. We're then going to have a look at our vigor and our endurance. I want our vigor to be at least 35. Endurance, we want that to be 25. Vitality, which is how much equipment load we can kind of deal with. I think where we had it was pretty good for the most part. Attunement allows us to attune more spell slots and whatnot. We're not going to worry about that. Adaptability, we are going to take up to where it was before, because that did give us a little bit of extra dodge capability. We'll go to 20, let's say. That puts our poise at 6 as well, which, hey, that's nice. We still have 40. Faith in these hands. Yeah, I think that's kind of what we're going to go with here. We're going to look for an S scaling weapon that scales with strength, and we're going to go hard into that. We're going to go for 40 vigor. Let's go for 60 strength for now. Endurance we can take up to 30. It's allowing us to swing faster and for longer. Our dexterity, I think we probably still want to have at 15, just so that we can utilize weapons that do have a little bit of a dexterity requirement to them. And then we've got 13 points to spare here. We could go a little bit further with our vitality, just so that our ability to carry is a little bit higher. Let's just have a look at strength here. So our attack strength is going up every second point, I think, at this stage. So 60 might be something of like a soft cap, potentially. Yeah, so it goes up pretty much every point, by the looks of things, very nearly until we get up towards 60. We could potentially two-hand some strength weapons. The only requirement that might let us down is dexterity. We're going to get that to 20 because you do need to have double the stats to be able to utilize that properly. Then we've got 4 points left over. This is looking nice in terms of the allotment that we've got so far. Good doctor. Farewell, good night, good night. I honestly think we're just going to probably put the rest into vitality at this stage. That puts us up to a far better looking HP total. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. We could maybe split it out, honestly, now that I think about it. Split it between endurance and vigor. Try and bring those a little bit closer to each other. Okay, there we go. And we are anew.
Go along.
We shall. We shall. Now, let's have a look at... Yeah. I actually wanted to see if we have more of those soul vessels just for the future. I do believe we do. We've got quite a few of them. We've got 6 of them there, so lots of possibilities to rebuild. But for now, let's head back to Majula. And thinking about it, a good place for us to actually try and get some more souls to be able to potentially upgrade some other equipment is going to be where we were, because there are 2 chunky ash guys that we can smash to pieces. So obviously, as you can see, this weapon is not as good as it was before. It's still decent, but I think we can do better. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go through our weapons here, and we're going to try and find a strength weapon that has S scaling on it, which... Oh, that's Dex, I was going to say. So it's more than likely going to be a mace or a large club of some kind that has that kind of scaling on it. The butcher's knife has pretty good scaling at A. The axes are another thing as well, like the Drake Keeper's Great Axe, as we can see, pretty good. Requires a decent amount of strength to be able to utilize it, but there we are. Okay, yeah, so large club, and as you can see, 324, that's pretty good. that's not bad. Theoretically, we would be able to rock 2 of these at the same time, because we have enough strength to be able to do it. We actually do have 2 large clubs. That would be kind of funny. That would be kind of funny. The old knight hammer doesn't have any scaling at all, which is kind of interesting to me. Yeah. I'm surprised that Dragon Tooth is not good as far as that scaling goes, with a D. The Sanctum Mace is far better with a B, meaning that if we upgrade it, it will be doing better in general. Now, we're comparing these here. The Sanctum Mace is really good, just with how its stats are right off the bat, without even upgrading it. So we might potentially be able to do 2 Sanctum Maces. We need to have 70 strength to be able to do that, though. That's the only issue. But I do like those Sanctum Maces. Still, B scaling isn't the best that we have. There's got to be something here, other than just the clubs that has the decent kind of scaling to it. The twin blade, but it does require a fair bit of dex. Wow, they really have neglected strength weapons, I feel like. So the Sanctum Mace, I think, is the way to go. Oh, thank you very much. It's coffee time. So, let's have a look at that Sanctum Mace. The other thing that we need to consider as well is that it's heavy. So, we realistically... Wow, yeah, that's big. Realistically, rocking 2 of those at the same time might not happen. I think for the more fisticuff style, as you're saying, I think that would require us to have a little bit more dexterity to get that to work out properly. So what I want to see is if it is indeed even slightly possible for us to carry these 2 at the same time. It seems like, yes, we'd have to try and change armor around a little bit. That is interesting. We can actually... Oh my gosh, and they're poison as well. I forgot about that. Okay, so it uses a lot of stamina to use both of those at the same time, but we can power stance them right now. Oh, I just poisoned myself. No, wait, hang on. Does swinging them normally poison us? It does. Okay, maybe. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I think having a look at our crow friend is a is certainly a good option. Yeah, the smelter sword. Let's have a look at you. Scaling isn't great, really. I think what we'll do for now is we will maybe just go with these two. We're going to need a few more souls. We can just use these as is right now, which is cool. One of them is upgraded, the other one isn't. I don't want to trial them out. Let's travel back to that bonfire. We're not doing the boss fight. We're just going to fight the ash demons that are there. Okay. I don't know how they're going to perform here. We'll see. We'll see, eh? I mean, they do 500 damage on a hit, which is pretty good. But obviously, we don't want to get hit as well, ideally. And this is... only one of them is upgraded at this stage. But I feel like that's the most damage that we've had from just like a standard hit before. What I'm intrigued to see is the power attack. Let's have a look at that. We are... yeah, no, I know. We can't take hits, unfortunately. Okay, 600's decent. We get 2,000 souls from you, so that's good. We don't really even need to go and activate the other guy. We can kind of just go back and forth here. We just need souls to be able to upgrade things. That actually stun locks us. I'll take it. We're hollow, it's okay. The only way that we will not be as squishy is by wearing armor that has better resistances. Unfortunately, we already have armor that has really good resistances. We're not really limited by our weight right now. It is, yeah. Power stancing might not be the way to go. Because the thing is, just having a nice big heavy shield is also very, very useful. So what it might end up being is us using a nice big boss weapon, that kind of thing. Can I kill you, please? I figured that would have been enough. Not quite. Not quite. So let's stop the power stancing for now. We'll use the +8 club because it's still going to be very, very good. And we'll go chuck on a nice big shield. If we have the capacity to do so. And I think that we do. Very nearly with the current setup that we've got. Pezzo's okay. We'll go Drangleic shield. There we go. Okay. I'd like to hit you, please. Okay. Can I hit you? So we can get a few more attacks in, obviously just using it one-handed. This is actually quite an quite an annoying enemy to face because of the flame. Do you mind, sir? Do you mind? Also just need to spend a little bit of time just getting used to the swing. I promise we'll get some more souls here. It does seem to struggle to actually land, you know? And it's just, yeah, a little slow for my liking on that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this mace in particular. All we need is just a few souls to look at potentially purchasing something different. We won't repeat this again after this because, you know, that is the definition of insanity, and we're not insane yet, but we're getting close. Okay. Don't mind me. We're just gonna go heal. Yeah, I feel like the Hide Knights are definitely faster than this. Okay. I'm just gonna leave. We're just leaving here. That's silly. Very silly. Okay. Hello there. Yeah, I don't like how wide that swing is. Like, just see how easily that misses? So this is definitely not a weapon for us, but in saying that, we don't need it to be. It just needs to... Wow, that's such a bad moveset. Yeah, it's I think it's also it's very weighty, right? So it's going to carry itself whatever direction you start swinging in. I just have to be very careful not to input any movement when using it. Because if we do, you kind of just carry on moving. Slam, slam. Let's get your attention. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Nearly kill you in one. I don't know how the hitbox on my swing actually managed to hit them then, but hey, we won't complain. Two more enemies to go. Let's go, bud. Ah, damn. I'm glad he waited. Jeez. Okay, let's not do that, thank you. Yeah, the momentum of this is kind of crazy. Okay, that's not good. It sure does take some damage as well. Can I swing? No. Apparently not. There we go. Alright, feather time. I've taken the feather off, haven't I? Take that pale stone. Let's go put that back on. So I'm not sure exactly how much we're going to need, but I think it's probably worth us doing this just one more time. Gather up a few more souls along the way. We could, theoretically, have a look at doing our power stance here, because why not? I'm tempted, just for the sake of madness, to try the power stancing of these again. Yes, I know we can potentially poison ourselves with this, but, you know, it's all about studying the craft. I'd like to keep that ring on if possible. I would like to be able to roll, because if we don't have a shield, we do need to be able to roll. There we go. We'll just take off the gloves for now. So, we're not power stancing yet. God, you look horrific, Mayrick. Okay. So that's just a single strike. Power stance strike. Thank you. Okay. Hello. Okay, we just straight up miss. Okay, that's fine. Let's try that again. Gonna say, maybe this ain't it. Definitely not it. Can we heal in time? No. Okay. We did not cook with that one. Wow. You know, we try. We try things here. We try things. Sometimes they're terrible, terrible ideas that should never see the light of day. But you know, we only find those things out through trying. And boy, did we try. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Back to these two. And we will make sure that we are going to stance them. Are we stanced? We're stanced. Stanced? Yeah, there we go. Oh, we got the other one here. Okay. Alright, that did something. Let's try and do a big R2. Kills them in one shot. Cool. Cool, that's doing something. I want this guy to come and attack us first. Hello? Hello, buddy. Pal. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to deal with that one first then. That's fine. So, what we'll try and do is roll around this first attack, and then Get it with the riposte for 1,000 damage. Okay, not as much there, because I don't think we actually got it off fully. Just a little one to finish him off. I'm gonna drop those shields. There we go. Oh, you did drop something. Thank you, King. Ow. Bonk. Let us not underestimate the power of bonk. They can also bonk in return. Okay, okay. Old Knight Helm? Cool. I don't know if we've looked at that. I don't know if we've actually had that yet. Old Knight Helm. What are you going to look like? Is a good question. Old Knight. It's pretty good. 73. It's not bad. Weighs a lot, but actually, we can put that on right now. I mean, we should put Falstarts back on, but here we are. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, we'll leave it on for now. We'll put our gloves back on, though, because I think we should be able to. It was just because the other stuff was so heavy. Oh, no, actually, that's going to be too much right now. We'll stay gloveless. We'll stay gloveless. We'll finish this run here. Got him. Not enough to kill him. Oh, actually, stand corrected. There we go. We'll take that, thank you very much. Okay, and feather. So, let's go pay our bird friend a visit. Just need to remember how to get to her house exactly. Try not lose our souls along the way, you know, that old chestnut. So, let's see. We're going here. And I guess we're going from the chapel threshold. Okay. Can I remember? Is a good question. We actually want to have a torch out here, so we'll just go with the singular light torch. Yeah, there we go. So she was kind of in the area where, so actually kind of in this zone. Hey, can we not do that? Well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, can we, stop doing that just for a second, thank you. Estus Flask Shard. Estus Flask Shard. God damn it, I got there in the end. Okay. So she is around this thing here. So we're in the right area. I actually believe she's in that house over here, potentially. Yep, she's here. Hello. We just need to make sure that we're not being followed before we go and talk to her. Hello, you horrid creatures. Were you wanting to intrude? We were wanting to intrude. Even with our flame out, hmm? Are you done? We done? No? No, you're just gonna hang out there? It is the worst neighborhood. It really is. Alright. So, they're not going to be able to hit us from where they are. We should be fine to talk now. Hello, once again.
Do you have a wondrous soul?
Oh, we do, certainly, but we might also be carrying some as well. Let's see, not reinforce, we want to trade. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we have available to us. We're looking for strength weapons that scale well. But are we going to find anything like that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Butcher's knife is like the closest that we've gotten. Oh my gosh, someone's behind us. Okay. Wrathful axe. But look at that. Faith and also dexterity. Ugh. Disgusting. Well and truly. Okay. So our options are pretty limited.
Come again.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, the next thing that we look at after that point is what is the next best thing going to be for us? So the only reason that this is a S scaling weapon right now is because we've brought it up to be so. This large club is an A standard, so eventually it turns into an S scaling weapon. So if we were to find something that has pretty decent stats to begin with and then make it better, that's great. Like the Sanctum Mace, for example, but the poison, that is a bit of a problem. Dragon Tooth is a good option for us as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't do any more poise damage than the hammer that we have currently. But in saying that, its stats start off really good to begin with. So, we could always look at going for Dragon Tooth, which is certainly an option. So, if we were to try and reinforce Dragon's Tooth, I'm imagining it's using the Dragon Tooth, the petrified dragon bones, which we have a lot of. You son of a bitch. Why? Why is it Twinkling Titanite? Why? Of all the things. Okay, alright, I see how it is, I see how it is. We also have a giant stone axe, C scaling. But it's, yeah, its standard is not great in comparison. It also doesn't do as much poise damage. Just looking to see what our options are here, you know? Twinkling Titanite is a little bit harder to come by. We might actually be able to... There's another freaking spider behind me. Unbelievable. Yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm just looking at what the base stats are and trying to imagine where we might be able to get them to. The Dragon Rider's Halberd isn't terrible. It also does magic damage. Don't know how I feel about that. It doesn't require intelligence, but yeah, it does bonus magic damage. And we can't really get rid of that. The Bone Scythe does have an A scaling in strength. Interesting. And it's petrified dragon bones to be able to upgrade it. Bone Scythe. Huh. I'd be tempted to give that a go. Really. I mean, the twin blade's not a bad option as well. Actually, red iron as well. Because, look, this is Maverick the Red. We could give the red iron twin blade a proper shot. It's a question, do we want to go scythe? Do we want to go bone scythe? Or do we want to go twin blade? The twin blade, let's just have a look. Twin blade does actually have a little bit more poise damage to it. It also does have a pretty good move set as well. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna have a little chomp on a biscuit here. Let's vote this out. Because this will kind of determine the direction that we end up going in. What are we thinking? Bone scythe or twin blade? I'll equip them.
Come again.
That's our bone scythe. So we can use this one-handed, we can use it with a shield. Attacks pretty quickly. And then we go to the twin blade. Oh, look at that little swing though. The little flourish. And then if we go two-handed with it, it's kind of fun. I'll be honest, it's kind of fun. That R2 is great as well. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the twin blade as well. I think it might be twin blade.
Do you have a wondrous...
Alright. Alright, it is decided. The scythe is very cool, and here's the thing. We have enough to be able to upgrade both of them. So if we try the twin blade out for a while and we don't like it, then we can always change it up. Because this is a standard weapon as well, we're going to be able to scale it all the way up to the max. We can take it pretty far, but we can't take it all the way, because we are going to need some more titanite chunks to be able to do that. But already, that's looking pretty good in terms of its damage. We can take this pretty far with the Petrified Dragonbone. I imagine it probably only goes to +5 for the scythe. So let's have a look. The scaling on that is already B. The scaling on this is A. We're going to go put some into this as well, and we're just going to see how this starts to stack up in comparison. So it's at 208 already. This is at 289, but we've put a lot into it. Yeah.
Come back again if you find another.
I will. We might actually be able to get something just out of the door here. So let's also have a look. The twin blade is going to be way lighter than what we were rocking in the club. Gauntlets of the Forlorn, I believe that is what we were using. And then let's see if we can go back to Valstarts just for a little bit here. We can. Now, shields. What do we want to have a look at using here? Because having a shield still is going to be very useful for us. We can totally get away with the Drangleic shield. Can we use any great shields? No, not really. We can use Pates, but only just. So I think just going with the Drangleic shield is going to be better overall. Yeah. Okay, so is that little scuttler still there? It is. We might be able to get to it. It can be a real pain in the ass to do so, but we can try, can't we? Okay, we got it first bloody try. Okay. Did you give me any items? You didn't. What? Nothing. Don't mind me. Alright, we're in a little bit of a tight spot here. It's a good opportunity for us to try this thing out, though. Okay, you can just do a R2 stab forwards with it when you're one-handed. I like it. I like it. So yeah, we can have the shield and then we can go single-handed when we want. Yeah. It's got some weight to it. It's got some weight. I just like that we can do that single-handed kind of swing. So now what we want to have a look at doing is seeing how we can infuse it. So if we go to... Oh, we can't infuse here, right? No. Okay, that's fine. We'll go talk to our other blacksmith friend. We may need to get some more souls before we do so, potentially. Trying to crunch away from the microphone here. Let's go back to hides just for a moment. Now, it's probably not going to perform as good right out the bat. Okay, no, that provides that does a good job. 400 just from a very, very quick swing is really nice. Yeah, that's cool. Let's try and do a flurry on him here. With the R2. And we'll try and do a jumping R2 if possible. Oh, no, we can't. Okay. Let's just be a little bit safe here. There we go. Good little stab. There we go. Quick work of you. Come on. Thank you. Where are you going? What are you doing, sir? What was going on with you? Like the backstab. Ow, that hurts. Nice. Okay, so that should be enough for us to be able to do some stuff with this now. We'll go visit our blacksmith. Also, we need to talk to the Herald because we have a shard that we can utilize.
Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, so that I may help you to see light, however faint.
There we go. Now let's see.
I knew you'd be around.
Of course you did. So, not reinforce. Okay, what am I doing? Not you.
Time.
Not you. Our other mate. Macduff.
I ought to fetch a new flame.
So, infusing. Well, right now, we have just swapped over to the Twin Blade, and we have changed things up a little bit. Merrick has lost his faith. He's had a hard time, to say the least, today. Oh, okay.
Be gone.
We're getting invaded. Okay. So, we don't have a lot of health right now. So let's see if we can make this work. We're very hollow. There you are. Oh, hi. Wow, I see what you're doing. They're about to blow up that barrel down there. Hi. Well, it's a lot of poison. That is unfortunate. Shall we fight? No, okay. We'll just get poisoned. That's fine. I don't want you to... They're trying to get us to accidentally hit the blacksmith, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather us die. Well done. That's fine. See you later. But yes, Faith really wasn't cutting it for us. The spells are nowhere near compared to what they have been in the past. So, we are pretty much full strength at this stage. The reason that we're here is so that we can have a look at infusing this new blade with something that could be potentially useful. It's not going to be elemental because we don't really have anything that scales well. So we'll have a look and see what our options are when it comes to infusement. What might actually be useful here. Because, yeah, bosses have a lot of defenses against many, many different things. Mundane doesn't really help either. Let's just see. We might just want to keep it as is, really. That's magic. Oh, actually, no, in saying that, Raw... Raw makes it better, but only now. It gets rid of the scaling altogether. It makes it 3-3-2, which, yeah, is better, but I think we'll be able to surpass that by getting the scaling to be higher than what it is right now. So I just think that we don't make any changes. I think we keep it pretty much as it is for the moment. Alternatively, we could just go with this for now and then get rid of it, because you can always just revert it. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it that for the moment. Oh. I guess our torch is lit. Okay. Let us infuse. The other thing that we've been leveling up as well is this scythe, because it does have pretty decent scaling at the same time. Okay, raw for now though. There we go. Okay, so now the question is, do I think we give it a shot. I think we give the fight a shot. See how see how this new setup works. See if it's going to be enough. And if it isn't enough, well, then we're kind of screwed. For those of you who have just joined, we have not been able to get another smelter wedge because unfortunately the only way we can get one is by defeating this boss. So we have to be very careful with our positioning of this boss. Hey, look, it's Sauron. Hey, buddy. We'll have our humanity back so that we can rest for a moment here. And yes, we could always accept help from others. That is a possibility. 43 is still here. 43 has been here all day. Maybe, just maybe, we accept the help of others. Is that something that we do, Meirik? It could be. It could be. Yeah, Moose, we've had some significant issues with our old enemy here. Now, I should not be wearing Valstad stuff, so we are going to go and take that off for now. Oh, actually, we still have the Drake-Blooded set on, so let's go Drake-Blooded leggings, and for the helm, we'll go back to our old helm. But we could look at getting someone to join us here. I think we're at that point where, yeah, maybe we want to give that a go. Let's do it. We need to progress. 43, welcome. We're sharing the same helms. Our first person. Wow. A human being. Wonderful. Now, they may not be aware that one of the things is still active, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna wait until they're ready. In we go. Okay. We'll wait till they're here. They're in. Okay. Let's go. And we'll see how this weapon performs against him. I'm going to attempt to remain cautious with my positioning to begin with. Okay, I'm going to try and just hold the attention for now, which is actually working out quite well. Alright, we're going to back off, we're going to heal. No, we're not. Are you kidding me? God, this fucking boss, I swear to God. Thank you, 43, for trying. He just does not have the same aggro that any other boss I've seen. Alright, fine. Fine. Yep. Okay. We're gonna go in solo. Let's get that last little bit of health. We won't get Ellie. We'll see how this does by itself. The new weapon, that is. $43. We appreciate the help, but yeah. I have no idea why our Fume Knight here decided in that instance that, yep, we're going to attack. The guy that's standing over there that hasn't attacked me. Need to get stamina back badly. Ooh, that hurt a lot. He has kind of a slow on him as well, if he manages to hit us with his greatsword. Okay. Phew. Bastard. Absolute bastard. Well, we can get to there. We can get to there at least. So what I'm finding with this is when we do manage to get that secondary part of the attack in, so like the little flourish that comes afterwards, that does the damage that we need it to. But most of the time, by the time we've done that, we are lacking in the stamina department. There is that little bit of, after we do it, there's a little bit of delay before we can take an action. So I want to try and see if we can do that, and then, see, it takes ages to be able to get a roll out. Yeah. The thing is, once he gets to half health, he's going to he's going to do the fire weapon. What we can do, something that I didn't do before we went in there, is use this to up our strength, which I think is going to be worth doing. I think we'll try it one more time before using another effigy. Oh, damn it. Man. Still doing pretty good damage to him, but just, we take so much. This is, strangely enough, the boss that I've had the most difficulty with out of everything that we've faced so far. I wonder if we should potentially try and utilize some of the other urns here. Bonk run? Potentially. I'd like to try one more with just Ellie, because when you have 3 friends, Oh, we should just top off that little bit of health there if we can. It's only a tiny bit, but makes the difference. Yeah. The extra person that you have there does make it so that they have more health. Having just the one extra person makes it not as bad. So maybe with 43, I should have just had 43. We'll go use our little strength boost, though. Alright, now we back off. Get stamina. Oh my gosh, oof. Okay, he's powered up now. That's unfortunate. Time to heal. Damn it. Oh, come on. Yeah, what are we gonna do? Heart of steel, bones of glass. I mean, she does survive for a while. But yeah, I think maybe we look at bonking instead. I mean, yeah, maybe bonk damage is what we need. Purely just because Slash might not be able to do enough for us. So as it stands, I think the highest damage that we have right now comes from the large club. In saying that, the Dragon's Tooth just by itself also does a large amount of damage. Obviously this is going to be a little bit lighter. Let's just have a look at Dragon's Tooth and just see how it compares when it comes to the attack pattern. It's going to be pretty much the same. Yeah, I think with this we might be able to potentially get away with two-handing it as well. Like we might be able to get lucky and get a few stuff like that. That could be something. Now, that does put us at the pretty heavy category. So, what then do we want to do? Could take the Dispelling Ring off. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. We actually don't lose too much stamina from that. It's a quick little trade that we get with it. So, we only have 2 effigies left, so we're going to go in as we are right now because we can't afford We can't afford to keep using effigies to try and fight with Ellie. Yeah. If we had other things to pivot to, I think it would be okay, but right now, the other thing to pivot to is the end of the game, and... don't know if I want to do that just yet. Or maybe we do, you know? Okay. Didn't do as much as I was hoping it would, you know? Goodbye, stamina. The problem is we don't really have the stamina to attack because our stamina is used to dodge all these attacks, you know? And then we get slowed by those same attacks. So I can't actually run for like a full good few, I want to say 3-4 seconds after that initial attack comes through. I think I'm done with this boss. Yeah. Yeah, I think Merrick doesn't need to be here. Doesn't need to be doing this. Yeah. I think that's the biggest like little hidden difficulty with this boss in particular is that anytime you get hit by an attack, you have a slow effect that's put on you. And that sucks. That sucks big time. So instead, we're going to look at finishing the game. So, let's go get our twin blade back out, and we're going to be going back to Drangleic Castle. So, let us travel. And honestly, I can't... Oh, Kingsgate. I think it's near the front. From memory, we have the King's Seal, so we should be able to enter now. We do still have some effigies left, but I don't think we're going to use them right away. We'll at the very least try and see where we're going to wind up. Bonfire ahead, you don't say. Hi there. Thank you. Take your gloves. So we're just trying to get back out to the main hall here, which I think is actually just through here. Thank you. Aye, yes it is. Okay, been a while since we've actually talked to the spirit that is here as well. We can have a chat with them.
Welcome, visitor. Our guests are treated with honor. This is the way of our castle. Tell me if you should require anything.
Let's see. Black flamestone dagger. Yellow quartz longsword. I mean, they're cool weapons. The flamberge that's there as well. Bound hand axe. Homunculus mace. Interesting. Black flamestone palmer. Transgressor's leather shield. Yeah, they're all strange. A shield enwreathed in a mass of blackness found in the heart of the dark chasm. It's from the Black Gulch. It's from the Iron Keep. Breaks easily due to corrosion. Light but very stable. Okay. Sure, if you say so. We'll have a look at some of the items that are here. Bracing knuckle. No, we're good. But thank you, sir. Not here. Down below, then. Good messages, though, all the same. So we are looking for a door somewhere within the keep. I think we're going to change back to the poise ring. We'll see if we can get these open, actually. If they do open, I can't remember if they do. So let's go to you and change you back to this one. There we go. No, we won't be able to open those. Okay, that's fine. Let's just go grab whatever is there, and we'll head back towards the other door. Okay, did not want to do that. That's fine. We'll take those leggings. Sure. And not here either. Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to remember if there was anything outside. I don't think so, off the top of my head. Hello there, mate. Don't mind me. Just double checking. No, there was just the chest, which we already have. So we'll work our way through the keep. We'll search as we can. I do think that we've been pretty lucky as far as things go when it comes to these streams. Almost everyone, we've had a decent amount of progression. This is the first one that we've really... oh, that's where we need to go. We've really struggled with progressing any further because, I guess because we have completed as much as we have, we're now at a point where we don't have as much that we can pivot to when the going gets tough, you know? Sounds like there's someone else here. I guess it's just your feet. Okay. Produce the symbol of the king. Oh, we need to be wearing the ring. I was so confused for a second then. I was like, we've got it. We've got it. Okay. Let's see. Where are you? King's ring. Thank you. Three intelligence puts on a crown? Yeah. Yeah. Ah, it's a lot of death. It's a lot of death on the way down here. Most just seemed... Okay. I don't know what they were up to, but they were up to something. One of them just walked off the edge, so that's about right. The Throne of Want. So here we have a Madoc that has spurned his faith. And while he has 2 crowns, there is a third that he may not be able to access. Now, we are going into this with a little bit of health missing. We are hollow. Let's see how we fare. We may still end up using an effigy here. The problem comes from we've used so many effigies. Well, there could also be other summons further back, for all we know. I reckon we're just gonna... Let's call this an exploratory mission. We're gonna go in, we're gonna see what happens, and then we'll deal with it. So, we'll get a little bit of strength going. Like so. I believe there was something else that had like a little bit of a heal over time. It was this. The dried root. Okay. In we go. And we have 2 enemies to face. Defenders of the throne. So, let us see how we manage here. So obviously, having some friends would be useful, but we'll see how we fare. What are you up to? Okay. Lightning blade. Sure. He doesn't have a shield anymore, though. That hurts. That was a bad time to do that. Ooh. Here we go. No, you don't. First try. Yes. The real battle. The real battle is still here. 70,000 souls. Not bad. Not bad. Yet, something else lingers here.
Undead. You have proven yourself to me. Now, be one with the dark.
No, I don't think we will. Oh, we're cursed. Okay. Instantly cursed, losing health like crazy. Okay. As you can see, we are going hollow and we're becoming hollower and hollower. as we are near to Nashandra. It's a big dark beam you got there. That hurts. That hurts. Okay. We just go to town when she does that. Cursed again. Unfortunate. Okay, so we need to stay away from the orbs because they will curse us further. I don't think blocking here is going to do anything for us, so we're just going to avoid doing that for now. We'll rush in if we can. Oof. Okay. Try and dodge those if we can. We actually need to try and heal, so let's just back off for a moment. Ah, damn it, curse orbs. Let's get away from that. Damn. Okay, we're in a bad position. We're kind of back against the wall here. Yeah. Okay. Not bad for a first try. I feel like we could have killed her there. But unfortunately, yeah, we kind of had our back against the wall. Far too cursed. Now, I think what we could potentially try to do, one thing, first of all, is that we are going to 100% need to take an effigy here. We can also potentially try and get it so that we don't lose as much health when we start to hollow. There is the one ring that allows us to do that. Alternatively, we can get some curse resistance, which I think might be the way to do it. Curse and petrify resist. Yeah, I think that's the right call. Flame, quartz, we do not need. So if there is anything else there that we could utilize for resistances against curses, that would be great. But I don't know if there is specifically any rings that we have for that. There's the one that we can use for when we're going hollow. You can also break the orbs. Ooh, okay. Okay. That's good to know. Okay, so, let's see, what is the ring that I'm looking for here? It's the hollow one. So I don't think it's any of those. I think it's one down below. Actually, you know what? We've been sleeping on the Claranthi ring. I think we need to go back to that. Just get additional stamina. That's something that I've been lacking for a while. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, do we need to produce the symbol again? Alright. Wait, why am I taking damage? That was weird. I'm not sure what did that. Oh, it opened anyway. We don't still have the King's Ring on. No, we don't. Okay, good. Oh, hello. Hi. The hood is coming off.
My journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with none. I was born of dragons, contrived by men. By ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me. But they failed. I did not come out as intended. Fate would not be bested, and men were cursed once again. If you proceed, Nashandra will come after you, knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul. Put Nashandra to rest.
I think that's literally all Mayrek needed to hear to know what he needs to do. And plus, we didn't actually have our good gear on then as well. So let's go get that on, because that's going to make a bit of a difference for us. Let's just double check. Drake-blooded? No, we want... Where are our legs hiding? Velstart's leggings. There they are. Much better. Much, much better. Just want to guarantee that... Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm good with the setup. Okay. So then, we go. And there may be allies that we can summon. I don't know if we want to. I don't know if this is something that Mayrek would want to do alone. It's going to depend who it is. If it's someone that has been there for us the whole way, through thick and thin, then yeah, sure. We will look at bringing them on board, but let's see. I'm uncertain. I don't think we're going to have to fight the others again. We could theoretically go and get some of their equipment and come back, but there's like 70,000 souls in there that are waiting for us. Okay, who do we have here? Frickin' Vengal. Yes, we cannot say no to that. We're not wearing his helm right now, so we need him to be there in some capacity. You are a very large-looking man. Wonderful. Good to have you here, friend. And of course, over here, Ben Hart. Brother, we haven't seen you at all. Now, I think we're just going to stick with Vengal, because Ben Hart, we talked to him like once, and that's about it. So, all right. She's still waiting.
Brave undead.
Very alien core.
You have proven yourself to me.
We'll watch this through, seeing as it's slightly different. Pretty Nito. Well, I mean, she is part Nito.
Be one.
All of these Dark Sisters, they are shards of Nito. Okay. Yeah, that does help. Oh shit, we're gonna get cursed. Yep. Well, we're cursed now anyway. Let's get into it. Oof. Jeez, that hurts. Hello, Nashandra. Let's just go two-handed here, because I'm just going to be dodging. The third strike. One. It's a little tricky to move around here, but we're managing. Vengal, you're doing fantastic. Or the head of Vengal, I should say. Oh, that's going to be a boom? No? Just the things. Okay, let's just top off. We're a little close, unfortunately. We're going to get cursed here. Nope. We're okay. Shoot. Oh, come on, man. Unfortunate. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Levgar. You are correct. You are 100% correct. Shards of Manus. My bad. Not Nito. Not Nito. Nito became what was the gluttonous thing. Okay, last try. Last try. We'll have Vengal along for the ride. We will also make sure that we use our strength bonus here as well. But we got this. We 100% got this. Well, yeah, it's like undead. I think it's, you know, it is meant to be of the dark, but they probably could have had a few more, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Homages to Manus in there. I should have checked to see if I could talk to the Herald about anything else as well. Oh, and she's gone. Okay. Alright, it's head time. And as we get ready to head in, we are going to get these bonuses rolling. Cures all status effects. I mean, like, that's nice. That's maybe a good idea. I don't know if there are things that we can take for temporary curse resistance, but, you know, here we are. No, let's just, let's rock with that. And try not get cursed. We died in the same place. Alright, she's got her orbs. Okay, we do seem to be able to take them out fast enough. 2 and her third. There we go. Alright, stamina, any day now. Run away. As ever, it's our stamina that lets us down. Still going good so far. Just keep that attention there, Vengal. Okay, what is she up to? Summoning orbs. Okay, so it seems like a single attack can get rid of those. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Alright, back off, heal, be safe about it. We can probably get rid of this orb here as well, just make it a little bit safer. Unfortunately, she's really close to those orbs. There ain't much that we can do about that. Vengal might just have to die here. Unless we get rid of this one, then we can maybe find an angle. Vengal, you're doing great, bud. Love your work. Let's just pull her away from that. Okay, it's gonna be a wave. Two. Oh, she didn't do her third attack. Oh, shoot. Alright, back off. Don't be me, don't be me. Okay. There we go. There we go. Soul and Chandra. Thank you. Haderach, welcome. Welcome. Back from the dentist. Welcome. We just beat the final boss. Believe me, there has been a lot of pain today. A lot. There is one boss that we well, actually no, there are two bosses, but the DLC boss we have been unable to beat. This is the end here. The question is whether or not we take it right now. Now, I believe that I don't even know if we can leave. We might just have to go for it. Because I was going to say, I don't think it makes a lot of sense for Merrick to walk away from this now. Just to gain another crown. All of this led him to here. The person that has served him best has been the Herald the whole way. He succeeded. Like his ancestor did. Like Meruin, the Hollow Thorn. Here we have Merrick, the Red Thorn. Victorious. That old Iron Keep, it'll keep on burning. But that's okay. It's a chaotic flame, yes, but flame is needed to keep the world alight. And while it is a cycle that inevitably dims, there are those that continue to link the flame. Merrick, Merrick, not Meruin. Merrick came here seeking something. Let's see. The throne certainly is different, or the kiln. Giants. All linked
You
together.
who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again. It is your choice to embrace or renounce this.
And it is no throne of glory. Just a dark kiln. The ashes of Meruin.
Great Sovereign, take your throne. What lies ahead, only you can see.
And in that dark, Merrick will slowly burn. But not the fiery ending of Dark Souls 1, right? It is very bleak. I mean, all of Dark Souls endings are bleak, certainly. What's interesting is that I think we finished this in the same amount of streams that it took us to finish the first one. I believe. I could be mistaken in thinking that. It is solemn, certainly, but his destiny from that point on is to slowly burn over time, fuel for the first fire. And Yeah. Bowie. Hello, hello. Welcome at the end of all things. Well, not the end. The end of one story, the end of one tale. There is another tale to come. Next week, we will be beginning that tale in Dark Souls 3. As to who that character is going to be, well, more than likely, they are going to have some kind of tie to Maedric, to Maywin. Maybe a bit of both. In Dark Souls 3, we are rekindled Ash. We are Ash that has reformed into something. Pyromancy could be fantastic, rookie. A full pyromantic build, I mean, yeah, big fire time. That's true. Or maybe they realize that flame is fleeting. We'll explore that. We will explore that in the next. But I'd love to hear from all of you what you would like to see in the next one. So in the comments of this video, so after we finish the stream, make sure that you leave your comment about what you would like to see. What kind of character, what kind of build. The story aspects, well, I'll handle that. I would have loved to have finished the second DLC, but yeah, as Sadmax said, we kind of soft-locked ourselves there a little bit. But still, Maedric did all right. You can see the difference in the difficulty of the bosses from the standard game to the DLC. I guess technically we can. Yes, that is true, but I don't think it makes a lot of sense for him, especially now that it's like, you know, his story is over, or at the very least it is, well, locked away. Haderach, the VOD for this one is a lot, to say the least. We got close a few times with the boss, but alas, yeah, he was a lot to deal with, and for good reason. That was Valstart's rival that he was facing there, and we came in wearing his equipment to begin with. A shadow of his one-time friend. But I guess he himself is a shadow now as well. But all of this will be forgotten. All of this will change. The world will begin again, and what was old will be buried under the new. Just like with our first. I'm so happy that you joined me for this. And I'm so happy that we made it through. I've definitely enjoyed aspects of this. Revisiting Dark Souls 2 after such a long time was like experiencing it again for the first time. But I am so excited for 3. It's definitely, I'd say it's on par for the first one for me in terms of enjoyment out of the series overall. I think that Elden Ring is quite possibly my favorite out of all of the Souls games. I've never played Demon Souls, but that is something that I'm looking to experience on this journey as well, on these Bonfire Knights. But 3 comes next. Then perhaps before Elden Ring we'll look at Demon Souls. I don't know if Sekiro really fits in there, just because we can't really fit the story of Maedowin's descendants and families and reincarnations into that very well. Yeah, I mean, it's a classic PlayStation game, so yeah, there's gonna be some weird platforming going on there. We had some trying times throughout this series. I'd say more so than Dark Souls 1. But we got through it all the same. And unfortunately, Meyrick lost his faith at the end. He had it with him throughout the entire journey, but he lost it to that tower, to the Fume Knight. His faith was broken. So, we've had a fighter who uses magic to smite her enemies. We've had a paladin that has used flame and faith. In the next, we'll see. The miracles were far weaker in this age. Faith was not widespread, it seems. There wasn't enough belief left in the world. And a lot of that belief passed with Meyrick. But there are others in the world that will continue, that will speak his name, who will carry his story. And perhaps by the time of Dark Souls 3, some of that will remain. But yes, for now, I'd like to thank you all for joining me for yet another stream. This is one in which we have finished earlier than I would usually intend. But we will be wrapping it up there. Next week we are going to be going straight into Dark Souls 3, so please do let your voices be heard on this episode. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for joining me for this series as well, and for each of you that has joined me along the way, thank you so much. I've had an absolute ball putting this together. I'm going to let the credits roll out, but for one last time in Dark Souls 2, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.